Hello, everybody. I made some food. I made some samyang noodles. Um, Even the desk is excited about it. It's standing up and it's a little too tall, so I'm actually going to bring it down a bit. I should reset those programs. Quattro cheese flavor. This is better resolution when I leave it back here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. Listen to that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Quattro cheese flavor, samyang, buldak noodles. They're very spicy. If you need an idea for the thumbnail, Joe, just grab the packaging online and then, or also, oh, you can just take one of those frames. Joe is figuring out the food channel from here on out. We're swapping management. Stickiness. Drippy. Samyang buldak is super spicy, so much so that if I have friends try it, they need a warning. None of my roommates in any of my houses will just like eat this. They'll be like, it's way too spicy. I think it's a very epic level of spice, but it's still got a great flavor, and it's not like the worst. I've got Ukrainian blood. We used to celebrate Ukrainian Christmas when my grandparents were around. I forget when that is, though. I know I've got some on my chin, but I just don't want to like wipe it off yet. Because I'll just get it messy again. I gotta wipe it off after everything. So it sounds like this room has a little bit of an echo. So I'll have to deal with that at some point. We'll figure it. We'll have like a couch in here on Tuesday, I think. Is the delivery day. Hopefully, I'm just hoping it fits through the door. I didn't think about that until I got in here. I'm like, wait. Couches have to go in places. I know I've measured inside here, but it's how they get here. Am I going to do an Invincible watch along? Yes, eventually. It's not really a priority right now. So I'm probably just going to wait until the second half of season 2 is out anyway. Like, why not? This is perfect. This is incredible. I made the same thing yesterday for a snack. And I left too much water in it. And it had too different of a consistency. And I was like, this is good, but it's not as good as I remember it. Now, I corrected my mistake, and it is as good as I remember it. So yeah, eventually, I'm going to hang something there. You can see on the ground, there's a big green screen that I've never used, that I've just kept with me since forever. And I brought it to Atlanta thinking, maybe I'll use it here. So I'm probably just going to hang that from the ceiling so that if Cat BF walks in the door, he doesn't have to be on screen. Because this was the only place it made sense to put the desk. But the camera's facing the door, so we need something there. Yeah, when it's not as like... When it's not as watery, when you get the right consistency, then you get more of the cheese flavor because it binds to it. Would I ever do drag? I mean, I've technically done it, I think. I guess drag is a little different than just dressing in girl clothes. Is it? Drag's like more of a performance thing, right? Ow. So I did this in the wrong order because now I have a bunch of spice in my mouth. But I found one of these Mountain Dew mystery flavors in the move. Now we know what the mystery flavor was. And so I'm kind of curious to see if it tastes like that after the fact. Mountain Dew mystery flavor 2023. It was like something Airheads. Airheads cherry. So at least it's like a specific flavor of Airheads. And when they said that, I thought, okay, that makes sense. Airheads cherry. But I hadn't, when they finally said it, I hadn't had the drink in like a week. I only had it like for a little bit. So we're going to see if this tastes like Airheads cherry. I mean, it does. I feel like there's something missing a little from the Airheadsy flavor. Excuse me. This is the first caffeine I've had all day. I think yesterday it was a mistake. We'll see if this caffeine does anything to me. How much caffeine is in this? Is it like less than a cup of coffee? If it's less than a cup of coffee, then I'll probably be fine. 54 milligrams. How many milligrams is in a cup of coffee? $95? Okay, so it's half a cup of coffee. Right? Yeah, the new setup is not finished. A lot of this shit is just going to be moved. It's just temporary. This half of the room, we got to do everything. Like, and ignoring this room, we haven't unpacked anything in the kitchen. Cat BF has been busy doing Thanksgiving shit. He hasn't even been here. I did like the whole move with another friend, basically, because everybody was just doing Thanksgiving shit. I'm not gonna give any details as to what the building is, but there is a room and a kitchen at the very least. Ugh. Oh, we don't own property. We don't own we are renting. We are renting with roommates. So I'm paying rent in 2 different places at once, remember? I would love to own property, but it doesn't seem feasible at the moment yet. So, although the longer you wait, the more impossible it's going to be everywhere, I guess. That was fucking delicious. And just want to like nom on this sauce forever. I love samyang buldak noodles. Quattro cheese is my favorite flavor. I think I got to give that a 10 out of 10. Mountain Dew Voodoo, I don't know, 6. It's not great or anything. It's just like, oh, wow, you did a flavor. It was Halloween or something. Like, who cares? Where is this? This is US. So I'm still in the same place in Vancouver. I'm just in a different place in the US. And we didn't want to be, and it was really out of nowhere and annoying. Did not. Yeah, it was just anyway. I can probably do reactions, but we will see. We will gauge that. I need to watch that movie today, no matter what. So I'm thinking maybe we do that first, assuming the Instacart thing gets here quickly. But anyway, thank you. Thank you so much for donated $3. I have grown into my face. Kind of. Thank you. I think there's a threshold of my weight where if I lose 5 pounds or I gain 5 pounds, it's like only in my face. And that's when I'm like, okay, it's serious. I got to lose weight again. But sometimes I'm like, right as that's happening, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going for like a weekend to this convention or like for like a week or something. And I'm like, well, what am I going to do? Diet while I'm like in Vegas or something? Like what? Right. So if it's right before then I kind of exacerbate the problem for a bit. And that takes me longer to lose it. But I'm back on my losing weight, and it has nothing to do with how much I eat right now because I've been fucking killing myself moving to the point where I'm bruised everywhere. Because I bruise easily, and I was moving fucking washers and dryers and beds, dressers, everything you see here, everything behind this, everything you can't see. Excuse me. It was terrible. It was fucking terrible. It sucked. And I packed all of it by myself because Cat BF went to Thanksgiving because we didn't know that our friend could help us move on Thanksgiving until the day before. So literally right after the Leo watch along on Wednesday, immediately after that, I started packing and I was up until 6 a.m. And then immediately the next day, I was moving everything again for like, so I was like, 10 hours of packing by myself. Legs were killing me. The next day, fucking moving washers and dryers and beds and everything, every box, up and down billion stairs a billion times. And that took like 10 or 12 hours. And I was up until like, 5 a.m. And then yesterday I was up setting up all this shit to make it so that I could stream today. And I did a test stream at like, 5, 6 in the morning or something? 5 in the morning today when I finally set everything up. So there's still a bunch of shit we still have to do. There's still so much that we got to do here, but not even in this room, mostly in the kitchen. But I'm leaving that up to Cat BF and other friend. All right, it looks like the Instacart order is basically here. So I'm going to go to the door and get my little electronics that I ordered. And they're like, we have different light bulbs here, fixtures. So I had to buy another different set of hue bulbs. I couldn't just take the other ones with me, the like color changing ones. Anyway, thank you. I'll be back in a bit.